that we're in a time now where so many shepherds, for whatever reason, has somewhat varied from what we began with, so that people will praise us. The house be running over.
Yeah.
So we compromise here and reduce a little bit here. I preached a message one time about a reducing spirit.
All right.
Satan is wise enough to know that he can't get us sanctified folks to totally backslide in one move.
Right.
Amen.
So he starts with the simple thing.
Yeah.
Giving you reason and excuses not to come on Tuesday night.
Talk about it.
Before you know it, then on Sunday there's something else pop up.
That's it.
They keep you from the Word of God.
Amen.
And before you know it, you begin to justify yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Turn on the TV. Prosperity messages. You do this and you do that, you'll get this, you'll forget that. But they don't ever tell you if you want eternal life.
Yeah, that's right.
You yet got to abide in the Word of God. I heard someone saying that at the beginning of this church I caught that saying.
Yeah.
I think it said something about you was preaching to 72 chairs.
Empty chairs. That's all.
Empty chairs.
Yeah. That's right.
But I saw something concerning you just a little while ago.
Yes, sir.
If you live in the city of Jackson, and don't y'all throw bricks at me.
Go ahead on.
But when you have the gall or the boldness to take church on the outside.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I saw this man and his congregation on the outside. We can cut up on the inside.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
But this day that we're living in, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
And there's somebody out there that's looking for a solution, looking for an answer for the day in which we're living in.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me get to involve you.
Go ahead on.
And I was looking there in the Word of God, Nehemiah, the 2nd chapter,
All right.
beginning at the 1st verse.
Yeah.
And it reads thusly. First verse said, and it came to pass in the month of Nisan. I hope I pronounced that properly. In the 20th year of Artaxerxes, the king,
All right.
that wine was before him.
Uh-huh.
And I took up the wine and gave it unto the king.
Yeah.
Now I had not been before time sad in his presence.
Uh-huh.
But when you deal with people over a period of time, they begin to learn your mannerism, and they can look at you and see me and my wife, we've been married almost 46 years.
That's all right.
There's a certain look that she can give me.
Yeah. That's right.
And I know I need to check.
All
There's
right.
something wrong. I need to get something in order.
Yeah.
But what I want us to understand here in this first verse where it says that Nehemiah had a seemingly simple job.
Yes, sir.
In some folks' eyes, perhaps they said it was very minor.
Uh-huh.
It didn't mean too much.
All right.
But Nehemiah had the job of tasting the wine
Yeah. Yeah.
before it was passed to the king.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
As insignificantly as it might seem to you, each time he performed this duty,
Go ahead. Yeah.
his life was on the line.
Go ahead on. Yes, sir.
He was faithful, and as the word said before time, he specialized in his mannerism when he came in the presence of the king.
Yes. Yes.
So that at this time, the second verse said, wherefore the king said unto me, why is thy countenance sad? Seeing thou art not sick.
Uh-huh.
This is nothing else but sorrow of heart.
Uh-huh.
Then I was very so afraid.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I want you to look at something here. He said, then was I so afraid.
So afraid.
But here it was, to back up a little bit, the reason for the attitude,
Yeah.
the expression that Nehemiah had on his face
Yeah.
was simply the fact that God had placed on his heart
Yeah.
the city of Jerusalem,
All right.
of which he came from.
Yeah.
And for that cause, when he came before the king sensed his situation.
All right.
And he inquired and began to ask him. So that gave an opportunity
Uh-huh.
for him to really express after fasting and praying. See, nowadays, I'm pretty sure that when the Lord put idea on your heart
Yes, sir.
to begin this church, I think somebody said 1 member.
That's all. That's all.
No doubt he was yet serving with his father.
Right.
All right, I had that right.
Yeah.
And as God dealt with him the more concerning beginning this ministry,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he didn't just jump up one morning and say, Daddy, I'm through with you. I'm going out and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But I feel like he did as Nehemiah did here
Uh-huh.
before the king.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Preach it.
After he had put the wine in its proper place,
Uh-huh.
history said that he took the cup and he poured wine in his left hand
Yeah.
and swooped it up, sucked it up, drunk it up,
Uh-huh.
and waited a while to see if I'm going to stand or fall.
All right. All right.
And after he realized that it was all right, he gave the wine to the king.
Yeah. Yeah.
To make it short, the story says that Nehemiah,
Uh-huh.
because of his obedience,
Yeah.
because of his respect,
Yeah.
because of his faithfulness,
Yeah.
he had won favor through the heart of the king.
Yeah.
God had a way and a means of giving us favor
Yeah.
in certain places that normally we wouldn't acquire to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think about you having Superintendent Butler. One thing I know about Superintendent Butler, you don't get in his pulpit
Uh-huh.
You're right. I know you're
Yes,
right.
sir.
if you ain't got nothing to say.
Amen. That's right.
Praise the Lord.
I know that's right.
But nevertheless, here it is, here, this man of God who had obtained favor from the king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His wife had noticed him also. Then he asked the question. He said, fearfully, he told the king
Uh-huh.
what his problem was.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, this day and time, we thought preaching last night.
Yeah. Let's kick it to the side. Yeah.
Next Sunday, got a briefcase.
That's it. That's it. Take your time.
I'm ready to go out and preach me out something.
All right. All right. Make it plain.
But this Bible said that he went before God in prayer and fasting.
Yeah. Yeah.
He prayed, he consulted the Lord, and when he was convinced in his heart and his mind, then he waited
Yeah.
on God to open up the opportunity
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
for him to go and build back the city.
That's it. All right.
It means much when you leave right.
Amen. That's right.
Then God's favor go with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you get built up in yourself and go, you're going to have a serious shipwreck.
Amen. Amen.
Here was that the city that Nehemiah came from
Yes, sir.
was recognized at one time as one of the greatest cities of that time.
Yes.
But the enemy, they put themselves together and they got together and they destroyed, seemed that they thought,
Yes.
All right.
Jerusalem, the city where God's people dwell.
Yes.
The Bible says, see, sometimes I no doubt when you first start to deal with the Lord about it, you might didn't even tell Sister Wells what was really on your mind.
Right.
But the Bible says when Nehemiah went before the king and told him of his desire, smart man, he kept putting sugar
Putting the sugar.
on the king.
All right. Yeah.
Before he came out with the direct thing he wanted from the king, he said, "Oh, king,
Okay.
live forever." Then he came on out and told him what his desire was.
Yeah.
He said, "If I have found favor in you,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
suffer to be so that I will go and rebuild the city."
Rebuild the city. Yeah.
Not really knowing what or how. I won't say that he didn't know because he had really thought this thing through well.
Yeah.
When you're going to do ministry, especially in this day and time, it's a great challenge now to walk out here and say, "I'm going to preach out a church from the ground."
Right about it. You're right. You're right.
If you hadn't
Yes.
studied,
All right. Yeah.
if you haven't prayed,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you haven't counted up the cost, you will not make it.
Right. That's right.
Many nights, no doubt, you might have went home.
Yeah.
You might have got enough to buy you and Sister Well a hamburger.
Didn't get that sometimes.
But because you all had unified yourself together and knew the task that was at hand, you all together kept on working.
That's right. That's right.
So it was, it's something about it, I'm trying to rush on. The number 3.
All right.
When Nehemiah had told the king of his desire, then he spoke to the king and said, "King, I need you
I need you.
to write letters."
Yeah.
He knew that he was going over into other territories.
Yes, sir.
Young men, preachers, and all of us, we need to make contact with our leader
That's right. Yes, sir. Preach.
when we get ready to go out to do a work for the Lord.
Preach. Preach.
Matters not how gifted you are,
Yeah.
how long you can preach, how many verses you can repeat. It's important that you have favor
Yeah. That's right. You preaching now.
and support
Amen.
of our leader.
Yeah. That's right.
So then the king readily wrote out letters.
Yeah.
And because of his loyalty, his faithfulness, and his respect, he charged some of the captains as he traveled through dangerous land the captains went along with him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The governor
Uh-huh.
was favorable unto him.
Yeah.
Then after that, he realized, I'm getting close now. I need material.
Yeah. That's it.
No doubt here at this church, when you had those chairs over there,
Uh-huh.
I guess who was over there?
That's right.
God said, the church.
The church.
I don't see chairs, I see pews.
That's right. That's right.
Deacon made it plain that this church is not one of multiple members.
Uh-huh. Right.
But the Bible said where 2 or 3 join together,
Yeah.
he would be in the midst.
He said it. He said it.
Because of the vision you had,
Yeah.
the people got a mind to work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The sermon today is we build the wall.
Build the wall. Yeah.
Well, not only am I speaking to you,
Yes, sir.
but I'm speaking to this great church.
All right. All right.
Ideal Church of God in Christ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We, it said, had a mind to work.
Yes, sir.
I need my
Yeah.
one running around running his mouth.
Go ahead and preach that word.
But after he had made it
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
to Judah,
All right.
3 days and 3 nights,
Preach, Ella. Preach.
over
Uh-huh.
in the nighttime.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Lord talks to us
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
in the midnight hour while everybody else is asleep. Well, Lord, look at him now as he spoke to the Lord.
Uh-huh.
The Bible said he took 2 or 3 other servants
Yes, sir.
and decided, I'm going to go spy out
Preach.
the work that must be done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Bible said that he left them at a point.
Uh-huh.
No beast was with him but the one he was riding on.
Yeah.
The destruction
Uh-huh.
was so great
Yeah.
that when he got to one point, he could ride the beast no more.
Yeah.
He got down off that beast. And he continued to observe the destruction. I know in my mind, as it was in that day, when Sanballat and all that group who had plotted against the people of the Lord, they had said it grieved their hearts because they thought that they had gotten rid of those sanctified folk. I could just imagine in my mind, in this area, when you came over here, talking about the Holy Ghost, talking about being born again, talking about being sanctified, I realized you met obstacles, folk plotting against you. The word said that one of those, they tried to disencourage them, running their mouth. One jumped up and said the wall that they rebuilt, if a little fox go up on that wall, he will fall in. They talk and do no good. The more they talk, the more the man of God prays. The Bible said they had a mind to work. Oh, ideal. Get the mind to work. Then Sanballat said, will they read flush with God. My own house. This man hoped me. Burned to the ground. The bricks that was around my house, they were some down and some that remain. But one thing I know, if you want to see a beautiful house, look.
Take this mic. Yeah.
Hallelujah. Look at one of those that been torn down, all kind of brick. But when you get the right duster, the right bricklayer, the right masonry, he knows how to take those bricks one by one, clean them up, dress them up, fix them so they'll fit. What am I saying? Everywhere with the instruction of God. He came with tenderness, came with love, came with the word of God. God's word will clean us up. God's word will make us a new creature. Oh, Lord.
Go ahead on.
When things start moving along, the devil no doubt got busy. If he could knock you down, see if they can't get the head, they'll try to get the arm. Pull the deacon over. Man, let me tell you something. Y'all putting your money in that church. Y'all doing this and y'all doing that. You ain't gonna make it. Come on over. We already got flush food for you to sit on. Already got position that we can put you in. But I believe these people of the Lord, they kept their eyes focused on the word of God. They was encouraged to what? Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Rebuild a wall. Let me come down a little bit.
That's all right now. That's all right.
Hallelujah. As they were running their mouth. Nehemiah prayed. He said, Lord, the things that they're speaking on us, something to come up on their heads. Then they started talking among the members.
Yeah.
They said that we don't come from any direction. You're not going to know when we're coming. But we're going to spread y'all, run y'all all through the regions. And they were getting shaky. But it's something about the man of God. When the Lord sends you, He qualifies you. When you think you done did all you can do, it's just right for the Lord. He had to remind them of something. But I'm getting ready to get out of here.
That's all right.
Do you remember our brethren so many years ago when holiness first came on the scene? They were pouring arson in our wells, taking the taps off our mule wagon. But we kept on keeping on. if they took them off on Tuesday night, Friday night, they had found the taps. They were on their way back to the house of the Lord. Had raincoats on, galoshes shoes on, but they stayed in the way. They stayed in the church. Now if it's thunder, I ain't going to that. But he reminded him as God provided for our folk so many years ago. That same Jesus that brought you down, that same Jesus that stood by our cover, that same Jesus that made a way out of the way. I came to tell you that he's here. He's here right now. Oh, Lord. Don't you worry. Don't you fret. God is with thee. Let me tell you this, and I'm getting ready to quit.
All right.
I ain't quite young as I used to be.
You sound like it.
The Holy Ghost is real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jesus. Look,
Yes, sir.
as I mentioned in my prayer,
Yes.
I wasn't just saying words to be saying them. I don't call myself a prophet, speaking big swelling words before people that they may think, oh, he's deep in the Lord.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's music.
But I see a movement.
All right.
I know you can witness.
Yeah.
God is raising up men
Yeah.
who are going back to the true foundation, who are standing for true holiness and righteousness. Not a generic holiness, but the Holy Ghost from on high that will turn me around.
Yeah.
Place the feet on solid ground. Oh, Lord. I feel His presence in the house. God is in this house. God is in the midst. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. God got you.
Yes, sir.
The Bible spoke of
Yes, sir.
spiritual weakness in high places, not by your walk and your relationship with God, but by your bank account, by your degree from the Morehouse building. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you get your learn, don't lose your mind.
Don't lose it. Take your time. Come on now. Yes, sir.
Oh, I got to sit down.
All right. Preach. Just preach.
But you're talking about a gospel preacher. My friend, he made me examine myself. When I first heard of this church, I heard about the gift were tearing on the altar, calling upon the name of Jesus. I called till he got in my bed. I called till he got in my feet. I called till I came out tonight. Hello. Hey. Oh, well, I feel like praising him. I feel like giving God the praise. Oh, Lord. Thank you. Hey. Praise him. Praise the Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Praise our holy God. He's worthy.